Okay, I guess we are live. Yeah, guys, good evening, and welcome to my second stream after a long time. So, I thought about. Well, I got the 757 edition, as I still have to fly some Condor routes with the classic 757 and the 757-300. This is the 200, and today, or tonight, we are going to fly from Frankfurt to Sharjah. I've never been to Sharjah before, that's why I'm pretty excited, and yeah, we have pretty much ATC tonight, so let's get right into the cockpit. This will be a night flight, 6 hours duration, and I guess it will be a challenge to stay awake during the whole time, but I guess I'm able to manage it pretty well. So let's check. I need position lights. Where are the panel lights? Oh, there. Okay. Great. So, hello ref. I hope you are fine. So, let's insert the route. I'm very lucky that I have a company route, so we don't need to insert the whole stuff. Echo Delta Foxtrot to Oscar Mike Sierra Juliet to Sharjah. Company route, activate, and that's it. Is the plane loaded already? 25-1. Let me check if that's sufficient. I need... Yeah, that's okay. Great. So, I would suggest to listen to the ADIS first and then trying to get our IVA clearance. Okay, so ADIS is 118025. Okay, I don't receive anything. It's quite weird. I need to click on it. Sorry for the flickering. So. And I need to check the fire indications. Works, fuel well fire. Fire indication, APU fire works as well. Light test. Works. Great. What else? Ah yeah, I need to check the oxygen mask. There's my espresso. Great. I need to enter the IS position. Exactly. So, we are in Frankfurt. So, Frankfurt information echo. It's quite new, the ADIS, 25 minutes old. Expect independent parallel ILS. 25 left, 25 right, runway news 18, 25 center. Transition level 60, wind 32 degrees 11 knots, visibility 10 kilometers, temperature 19 degrees, QNH is 1021. That's important. Let's do that on both sides. Great. Okay, let's try to get our clearance. 1 to 1.9.
Affirmative.
Wow, that's loud.
Affirmative.
Okay, then clear to about 6 Mike departure.
I'm
and
sorry,
initial
guys.
climb to flight level 70 right.
Clear to Berlin via Toba 6 Mike, initial climb 4,000 feet, walking
Effects.
1,000 for Croatia 491.
Korea 491, read back correct. Contact station on 121.850. Bye bye.
121.850 for Croatia 491. Thanks.
Frankfurt delivery, very good evening. This is Condor 5344. Gate Bravo 20 is 757-200 with information echo. Requesting IFR clearance to Sharjah.
Condor 5344, Frankfurt delivery, good evening. Startup approved, clear to Sharjah, Zulu to Sierra departure, flight en route, climb by IC 4,000 feet, squawk 2010.
Condor 5344, information echo was correct. We are cleared to Sharjah via Zulus to Sierra departure. Initially 4,000 feet and squawk is 2010.
Condor 5344, read back correct. Contact station on 121.850. Bye bye.
Or to April 12185, Condor 5344. Thanks for your service. Bye bye.
Just confirm 121.850.
121.850. Bye bye.
Ciao.
Global, kannst du mich verstehen? Glaub schon, ne? So, we are cleared. Zulus. 2 Sierra ist 9er Sierra, also runway 18. Verstehst du mich, Global? Hörst du mich? Wenn ja, sag was. Init reference. Our weight is 103 tons. 103.2. Like predicted. Okay. Reserve fuel. Final reserve is... Let me check. 1.5 tons. Cruising altitude is level 310 initially. And cost index is 18, I guess. Let me check. Ja, 18. Guck mal, vielleicht versteht man mich auch gar nicht im Stream. Doch, man hört mich, gut. Okay, great. Take off. Flaps 5. Derated thrust, no derate for today. I want to have a high climb rate. Great. Okay. Let's perform the checklist. Pre-flight checklist oxygen is tested. Was tested. Pressurization mode signal set to auto. So for instruments tested. Gear pins are removed. Before start checklist, fuel is checked. Passenger signs. Set. Windows are not locked, I guess. Let's drive away. And let's lock all the doors. MCP initially 4,000. Heading is 180 degrees. And V2 is 158. Takeoff thrust checked, takeoff speeds checked, takeoff briefing completed, flight deck doors locked. I'm still waiting for the IRS to align. That should be... It shouldn't take that long anymore. Logo lights on, definitely. So 12185 is the apron frequency.
Eurowings 5619.
Michi, der Pilot, moin. Flugzeit 6 Stunden. Ich fliege 6 Stunden nach Sharjah. Also wie Dubai. Nur, dass Sharjah ein bisschen weiter davor ist. Also du fliegst wahrscheinlich 10 Minuten länger nach Dubai.
Lufthansa 125 Mike, squawk 2031.
Squawk 2031, Lufthansa on 5.
Still waiting for the
Swiss 4
IRS.
Delta Charlie, continue taxi, hold short at November.
Continue taxi, hold short November, Swiss 4 Delta Charlie.
Lufthansa 1068, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Lufthansa.
And guys, I can tell you what, I will
Lufthansa
do
2,
a
Papa
Frankfurt
Tango, pushback
airport
approved.
tour in August. I guess it will be pretty nice.
Lufthansa 2,
In
Papa
real life.
Tango, face west.
Facing west, Lufthansa 2, Papa Tango, thank you.
Wow, cool. Oh great, IRS has aligned. APU
Lufthansa 2,
starts.
Papa Tango, do not push behind gate Alpha 28.
Not pushing behind gate Alpha 28, Lufthansa 2, Papa Tango.
Lufthansa 2, Nana Hotel, pushback approved, face west. Attention, there's an aircraft at your right side that's also pushing on November 7. So, do not get into the area of gate Alpha 26. Lufthansa 2, Nana Hotel, pushback approved, facing west.
Hello,
and,
Captain Chad.
we will pay attention
Hope
to
you're
traffic
fine.
on the right, pushing
Can you hear me?
to 9 Hotel. Frankfurt ground, DC-2 requesting push and start from Bravo 25. EasyJet 2123, pushback approved. Pushback approved, EasyJet 33.
Frankfurt Apron, schönen guten Abend. Die Condor 5344. Condor 5344 requesting push.
Condor 5344, apron good evening, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Condor 5344.
Swiss 4 Delta Charlie,
Sorry for the interruption, guys.
November
APU
7,
generator on, extend
hold
forward
short at
disconnect.
November, after November 7.
November 11, November 7, hold short.
Yeah, great,
November
Captain,
after
great.
November 7.
So remove all yo
Correction Swiss, November 11,
APU
Lima,
bleed
November 7,
on, that's
and then hold
important.
short at November.
Ventilation on, engine bleeds on, okay, I'm ready.
Lima, November 7, and then hold short at November
Check.
for Delta Charlie.
Yo.
Lufthansa 125 Mike, contact tower 1199, bye bye.
1199, Lufthansa 15 Mike, tschüss. Brücke, bitte zeigen
Austrian 126 tower 1199, bye bye. 1199, Austrian 126, servus, ciao.
Boden an Brücke, der Schlepper bringt sich in Position.
Dome lights off. Let's do the announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome aboard from a flight deck. This is your captain speaking. I want to thank all of you for being with us today. We're just getting the last of the luggage load on board and we should be departing on time in just a few minutes. I will be speaking to you again later on, so thanks again and enjoy the flight.
Looking out for pushback. Air Force 7132, that's pushing aircraft behind
Air
you. I'll call you back. Roger, you'll call me back for your function.
Hello, 4457, Papa Road, short November 11.
Speedbird 4457, apron, good evening. Taxi to gate Echo.
I would say the 757
Lima, hold short at November 4.
is a bit better than the 767, but just a bit. But I also guess it's due to the fact that the 767 is a wide body and needs more effort than the 757. The cockpit is almost the same, but I guess the overall size of the plane also matters. But I must admit that it's a shame that you have to pay for both planes a lot of money when you would like to have both, instead of offering a special offer where you can buy both planes, like the 75 and 76, for like $200 or so. But I don't wanna, or I spent like over $100 for both. So red anti-collision lights on. All jetways are disconnecting at the moment. You will not see that often, to have two jetways connected to the A321 or to the 757. I like the 757 more as well. Between the 767 and the 757 there's not much difference. Correct. But I guess, in my opinion, 767 is a bit better. In my opinion. Are we ready?
Taxi via November,
Yo, okay.
November 5 Lima Hotel, November 4, did you say? November 5 Lima.
Okay, packs off. Starting engine number 2.
Frankfurt on very good, Lufthansa 6 for Whiskey, Alpha 62 request push.
Lufthansa 6 for Whiskey, pushback approved, face west, hello.
Only planes I really fly for XF11 right now are 737, yes. It's really nice that Cibo made the old standby instruments into it and the Honeywell MCP. It's quite nice to have a difference, but or to have different options, but oh, the connection is very bad. Guys, I guess we have to stop for a moment. The radio is like 025. Lufthansa 1041, I hear you 5x5. The controller, I guess, has a connection problem, so we have to wait like 2 minutes until it gets going again.
Swiss 4 Delta Charlie, April.
Much better.
Swiss 4 Delta Charlie, I can hear you now 5x5. Okay, perfect.
Yes, and hopefully when the AC30 comes out by Laminar Research, Cibo makes it better. Yes, but
November 8, hold short November, Swiss 4 Delta Charlie.
I would have preferred to have an AC40.
Lepper wird getrennt. Einen kleinen Moment bitte.
Yo. Flight directors on, auto thrust arm.
Lufthansa 1 X-ray, apron, good evening. Taxi via
Auto brake
Lima,
ITO.
November 8, hold short at November.
Because what we have from the regular 737, don't think the AC30 will be that good. Yeah. And especially Airbus.
You are really noisy. Your microphone.
Laminar Research is not very, has not released an Airbus yet. It's never released an Airbus yet. Flaps 5.
Delta Charlie, Alpha Charlie, Hotel,
Der Schlepper wurde entfernt. Der bei
Tower, 119er,
Freifunk von der linken Seite. Einen angenehmen
Also an A340.
We're going to
Yes,
Sharjah, the GAT.
the A340 is also one of my favorites.
Okay, then contact East Apron 121, decimal 950. Delta Charlie, Alpha Charlie Hotel.
Packs on.
119er.
If you bleed, don't need if you bleed anymore. Isolation was off. In the 767 everything is bigger, like you have the option to do fuel dumping, which is not possible in the 757. So that means if you have an emergency you need to hold for like 3 hours in order to be able to land. Except if you have a fire, then you need to land immediately, regardless of your weight. The one we have right now has a 2D cockpit, which is not the best. I know, but it is okay. I also I flew it. It was quite enjoyable. Of course, a 3D cockpit is better, but a 3D cockpit is better. But I guess a 2D cockpit is also okay for the beginning. So flight control check, full up. Full down, full left, full right, rudder full left, and full right. Flight control check completed.
Swiss 4 Delta Charlie, continue taxi to gate.
Record.
Alpha 6 via November.
Auto brake, RTO, ground commitments clear. XC, run return of flats. Aha! That's the difference, run return of flats. Both run return of flats would just need to be on. In the 767 you have a separate knob or an extra knob just for the taxi lights. But quite nice. Condor 5344 ready for taxi.
Condor 5344 taxi via November 5, November, hold short at November 7.
Condor 5344 taxiing November 5, November, holding short November 7.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Tango Tower 119er, 9er, bye bye.
119er, 9er, Lufthansa 2 Papa Tango.
And guys, I know this is not a nice question or nice
November 7 and November. November 7 and November Lufthansa 29 Hotel.
Nice statement, but I would always like to have a new subscriber, or I would really appreciate a donation. You don't have to donate, but I made a Streamlabs account for you in order to be able to donate something if you want to do that. You don't have to do that. I just think it's great to have the opportunity as a viewer to give something back to a YouTuber who already invested a lot of money in a setup, and yeah, that's why I did it. I'm not expecting any money from you, but it's always nice to get something back, you know. I also made alerts, so you see plane gifts during the donation. The connection is really bad again. Connection is broken again, radio 1 by 5. Now it's way better.
Okay, KLM 791 behind the passing aircraft, the Lufthansa Airbus 320, passing from left to right on November, taxi via
I'm already subscribed. Do you use the side stick or both? It depends.
Roger, BIG Lufthansa from the right.
When I'm flying Airbus, I put my yoke away, but it's still connected to my thrust lure because it's mandatory in order to use the thrust lure to connect it to the yoke, and then I use my separate side stick, but just a €10 side stick, you know, not a special $1,000 side stick or so. And when I'm flying Boeing, I take my yoke. I guess I need to make a video about my setup.
Boeing 33 Foxtrot, contact apron 121.950.
757 is also a cool plane. A shame that a lot of airlines retire it. And that's a 7-4.
Austrian 2 Tango Yankee, turn right on Lima, hold short at November 4.
A 747-400.
Right on Lima, hold short November 4, Austrian to Tammy.
Frankfurt apron, front 7132, are we still waiting for the pushback, or are we good? Air France 7132, pushback approved.
Air France. Oh, I see, I use a controller, but hey, it works.
Apron, good evening, Lufthansa 103, holding short November 11 behind the Galen. Lufthansa 103, apron, good evening.
Okay, let's... enough.
KLM 7911, behind the Lufthansa Airbus 320, there's coming a Condor Boeing 757, after the Condor continue taxi. Yeah, we have the Condor as well. After the Condor, continue taxiing. KLM 7911. Lufthansa 1041, 150 way, turn right now.
I guess the 757 is the better A321. I think I can say it like this. And if the 757 would get new engines, then it would be even better. Then I guess the pilots would also be able to use the cockpit for another 20 or 30 years, although it's pretty old already. But there are plenty of opportunities to modernize it with newer displays. But then it's also the question if the airline has money to modernize the 75. The avionics.
Hold short November 14, Lufthansa 29 Hotel. Lufthansa 1041.
As you don't do a lot of US flying,
then turn right on November 14, then left on Lima and
it always depends. So normally I make long haul flights, or I do long haul flights to the US, but I'm not really into doing domestic US routes. I just, I don't know. I don't know why it's like that. Maybe also due to the time. When ATC is given in LA, for example, then I'm already sleeping. Normally.
Boeing 33 Foxtrot apron, hello. Lufthansa 235, continue taxi to only point the runway 18 via November.
Continuing for Liquid runway 18 via November, 235.
Lufthansa 64 Whiskey is still waiting for taxi clearance. Lufthansa 64 Whiskey, taxi via November 8, hold short at November. November 8, hold short November.
Yeah, I see.
Lufthansa 64 Whiskey.
It's just a... Why is it stopping?
Taxi via November 7 to gate Alpha 30.
Hello, please move.
Alpha 30 is much too small for Boeing 777.
I want to right now, I see it, sorry.
Bruh.
Victor 144, okay for you, otherwise, now disregard taxi to gate Alpha 58 via November 7 and then November 8.
November 7, November 8.
Austrian 2, Tango Yankee, contact apron 1219950, bye bye. Lufthansa 235, hold short at November 7.
Holding short November 7, Lufthansa 235.
Condor 5344, are we supposed to stop?
Condor 5344, yes, Lufthansa 29er Hotel, continue taxi, and contact tower 119er, bye-bye.
Yeah, he will not.
Contact tower 119er, that's 19er, and continue taxi, Lufthansa 29er Hotel, bye-bye. Condor 5344, follow the Lufthansa Airbus 320 ahead, and contact tower 119er, bye-bye.
Following the Lufthansa A320 to runway 18 and calling tower 119er, das 19er, Condor 5344.
Lufthansa 103, make a right turn.
Spezi, hallo.
Right turn.
I feel like if the 757 changed, it wouldn't be the 757. If the engines become quieter, it wouldn't have a roar. If the cockpit changed, it would basically be an Airbus. I hate seeing other planes moving and you're just stuck there. Yeah, I know.
Lufthansa 103, that's cargo gate. Are you a passenger?
But I'm lucky that I perform a tour takeoff. Then you have to roar.
So taxi straight ahead on
I guess it also depends on the engines.
And then left on Lima, hold short at November 8.
So after departure,
November 11, left on Lima, and hold short November 8. Lufthansa 103.
there are three options.
Lufthansa 233, follow the Lufthansa Boeing 38 ahead. Follow the Lufthansa Boeing 38 ahead from Lufthansa 233.
Boeing 38.
6 for whiskey, continue to join point runway 18 via November. Continue to link point 18 via November, Lufthansa 6 for whiskey. Ground Seabird 9725, ready for taxi. Seabird 9725, that's an aircraft ahead. I call you back. Eurowings 33 Foxtrot, continue taxi on November. Continue taxi November.
Frankfurt 8, schönen guten Abend, Lufthansa 982, Lima 5.
Lufthansa 982, contact 8.12195, 0, bye-bye.
11995, Lufthansa 982, bye.
Ground Airbus, Lufthansa 428 and November 11. Lufthansa 428, continue taxi, hold short at November.
Before takeoff checklist,
November, Lufthansa 428.
changing to
42
tour.
Mike open, and G4 delivery. Second the reason.
Different 101 Papa, we bring around G4 delivery.
Roger.
Flaps are set. Flaps 5, yo. Since there's a trim. I guess I forgot that. 3.1 units.
Maybe you reduce speed. Conserve 149er extra head, I said 8. Roger, but we never asked before. Okay, then I misunderstood that, sorry.
Flight control, check cabin is secure, taxi. When I turn off light switches off, okay.
Papa short November 1.
Normally you also turn that on during departure. What's today's flight time? 6 hours.
2913 going around.
Everyone is going around. What's the song from Justin Timberlake again? Go around, or something like this. Oh, I have to stop again.
This is Lufthansa 1157, schönen guten Abend, with you.
My brakes are melting already. Let me check. Okay, luckily not. Frankfurt Tower, schönen guten Abend, die Condor 5344 checking in on November.
Lufthansa 149er X-ray, wind 330 degrees, 10 knots, 25 right, clear land.
That's quite long, yes.
Clear to land, runway 25 with the 149er. Bridger 2913, flight standard, Mr. Approach.
Flight standard, Mr. Approach, 2913.
So
101 Papa, connect land.
to turn my lights off.
Hotel, wind 330
Guys, I'm sorry for that. What was that? Sorry guys. Sometimes I'm so sorry guys. I hope you didn't hear that, but I guess you hear that. Shit. Sorry guys. That was not my fault. That's due to the client expired. That can happen. Damn. I almost threw my headset away.
Condor 5344 on der Frequency.
Condor 5344, affirm. Guten Abend.
Guten Abend. Condor 5344, der next departing Lufthansa 320, liner runway 18 behind.
Condor 5344 behind departing Lufthansa 320, liner right behind runway 18.
Roger 2913.
Got some controllers in the nutshell, yes. Yeah, sometimes it's the client's fault, so from X-Pilot. Let's prepare. I need to know the frequency after departure, that would be quite nice.
Edelweiss 118, taxi via Mike, Tango, hold short.
Landing lights on. Strobe lights on, wing lights on, one and two flights off.
Radio check.
Radio 555.
Danke.
Condor 5344, which frequency should we call after departure?
12535.
12535, danke.
But I will give you the handoff. No auto handoff, please.
You confirmed.
Edelweiss 118 tower.
So, check
Number
this.
1499, straight taxi by Papa, hold short, November 11.
Photo check is complete.
November 11, the 118.
Okay guys, I'm ready.
Lufthansa 1157.
Cabin crew, prepare for takeoff.
Lufthansa 1157, copy. Lufthansa 1157, wind 330.
What's your longest flight time? Mine is 19 hours, Dubai to Mexico.
Clear to land, Lufthansa
Oh, I guess mine is... You mean non-stop, right? I thought about Frankfurt, with a stop Frankfurt to Bangkok to Sydney, otherwise Frankfurt to
Lufthansa 29er Hotel Connect Langen Radar 135.
Santiago de Chile. Yeah, that was 17 or 18 hours. That was wow. That was so long. On the Microsoft Flight Simulator, my PC was melting already. It was on the new Microsoft Flight Simulator.
235 Tower.
Weather radar.
Condor 5344 with 330 10 knots from 255 right. Runway 18 cleared for takeoff.
Condor 5344, runway 18 cleared for takeoff.
Spur 902 November wind 330 10 knots from 255 right, cleared to land.
Okay guys,
1103
we are ready, take off.
330 at 10.
Copy this, and number 2.
Engines are running stable, setting fast. So takeoff power set.
Lufthansa 64 Whiskey, line up only 18. Line up, NY
8 knot checks.
Lufthansa 64 Whiskey.
V1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up.
Lufthansa 183, connect 8 for 1185.
1185, Lufthansa 183, schönes Wochenende, ciao.
Schönes Wochenende. Lufthansa 64 Whiskey, wind 330 10 knots, runway 18 cleared for takeoff. Takeoff 18, Lufthansa 64 Whiskey. Lufthansa 1157, taxi Mike 8, hold short, runway 25 center. that Mike 8, Lufthansa 115, Frankfurt. Roger, Lufthansa 115. 5344, identified calling radar 12535.
10535, Condor 5344, cheers.
Swift 902 November, vacate now, taxi via Papa, hold short number 5 Contact 9,
Langradar, schönen guten Abend, die Condor 5344, passing 2804, 4000.
Condor 5344, Mike radar, hello, identified, maintain 4000.
Maintaining 4000, Condor 5344. So, autopilot on, reducing to climb thrust. Flaps 1. Speed check, flaps 1. Yeah, I will remain it like this. And flaps 0. VNAV. NTIs. You never know. So it's a long takeoff for yes, we are also, we are well loaded. We are not on our maximum takeoff weight, but we are well loaded.
London, good Lufthansa 6 for whiskey 3500 feet and 89 early body part. Lufthansa 6 for whiskey Mangrena, hello, the default climb level 130. Via seat, climb at level 130, Lufthansa 6 for whiskey. Condor 5344, climb level 110, proceed direct Zulus.
Condor 5344, climbing level 110, direct to Zulus. Nice shortcuts. Well, that will be a nice turn. We're climbing and performing a left turn. That's what I like. And doing cloud surfing. Yeah, right over the clouds. Oh, perfect. I can already feel a difference between the 7.6 and 7.57. The climb rate. It's quite impressive.
Condor 5344, contact Mike 125.2,
125.2, Condor 5344, bye-bye.
Lufthansa 235, Margareta, hello. Okay, France 101, stop power, clear for earliest to front.
Langen schönen guten Abend, die Condor 5344, passing 7300 for available 110.
Condor 5344, London, identified, cab flight number 230.
Condor 5344, coming for level 230.
Hi, London, Lufthansa 64 whiskey, passing flight level 905 to 130, inbound, Anikino. Lufthansa 64 whiskey, London, identified, cab level 320 and proceed direct TX. Direct TX and climb flight level 320, Lufthansa 64 whiskey, thank you.
Altimeter setting.
Jet 3 whiskey, Papa, contact line runner 125, decimal 350, bye. Runway 125, 35, bye, schönen Abend.
Okay guys, I'll be back in a few minutes. Condor 5344 requesting 2 minutes out of cockpit.
Condor 5344, approved, report back.
Approved, we call you back when we are back. Condor 5344.
KLM 461, no further ATC available. You can watch 2 decimate, have a safe flight, bye.
Welcome to 28, thank you, good night.
Romeo Oscar Charlie 96000, please give me good rate of descent and contact line radar 125, that's number 350, bye. Romeo Oscar Charlie 96000, contact line 125, that's number 350. Contact runway radar 125, decimal 20. Almost to 125, decimal 350. Roger, 125, decimal 350, bye-bye. Number 2822 Delta, dann kann sich jetzt später zu Bravo rein. Number 2822 Delta, direkt später. Jetzt gesagt, jetzt später zu Bravo rein. Jetzt später zu Bravo rein von Number 2822 Delta.
So guys, I'm back.
Your wings 2734, contact my
Captain, you already have to go?
Your wings 2734, taxi to airport
No problem.
via
See
India
ya.
and Kilo.
If you have to.
Right here, clear to rolling flight number 07, your wings 2734.
But thanks for sharing.
Lufthansa 1507, contact line radar 125, decimal 350, bye.
Anche radar 125, decimal 350, Lufthansa 1507, bye.
Condor 5344 back in his cockpit.
Roger.
Oh no, I meant to see you cause you left. Okay, no problem. all okay. Will be for a while. So, Chad, what do you think about the A321 XLR? I'm not a big fan of it because there's not much place for cargo anymore, and yeah, the A321 is already maxed out, like the normal A321. The Neo was already, I mean it was okay that they made the Neo, but the Neo XLR is a bit too much, I guess. I don't want to sit in a single Airbus A321 for like 9 hours when 20 people stay in a row or in a queue just for going to the toilet. No, I'm not that guy. That's why I like the A34600 toilets in the cargo.
This 144 Golf, descent flight number 180. Say again, this 144 Golf? This 144 Golf, descent number 180. And descent number 180, as this 144 Golf.
XLR, I hate it. It removes the chance for other big planes. It defeats the purpose. Yeah. I mean, Boeing started everything with the 767-200. It's comparable to the A321XLR. But nowadays I would choose the 787-8 for that. Like TUI does, TUI Fly or TUI UK. And it's a bit more comfortable. A German YouTuber made a video about it. ANA, for example, also only has like 160 seats in the 787-8s because they build a lot of business class and first class seats into it. A340 is interesting plane. I read somewhere at New York JFK the pilot wanted to leave the plane. Yeah, and close the fuel panel. That was quite funny. Controllers having a laugh. That's correct. I can send you the ATC. What Unicom wanted to do das Mac Condor 5344. Danke für den Service. Tschüss. I will send you the link. Back to Unicom. But no problem. I have time. 6 hours. I will send you the link. Captain, but my main problem with the Dreamliner is it's much more difficult to fly than a 767, for example. It's so damn difficult to fly. In order to land it properly, you need to get like 2 knots above the stall speed. Okay, you saw that already on Best Aviation, the ATC communication. Yeah, it was quite funny. I know it was rough on the pilot. He wanted to close like a hatch or a small thing on the plane. And imagine you are on the taxiway, almost reaching the holding point, and the pilot says, "Oh yeah, I need to step out of the plane." And then he needs to shut down all the turbines. He needs to turn on the APU again. He needs to stop the plane on the taxiway, or he needs to vacate on another taxiway. What else? A stair car has to come just for getting out of the plane. Yeah, that's quite a lot of effort and work. Sorry for the flickering, I have it sometimes. So I can continue my climb to the 3 once initially. I would pay some good money to see a video of that. There was still a case, which I can remember. I don't know if you saw that as well. There was a VFR pilot who wanted to get into, I guess it was Los Angeles airspace without a clearance. And then he said, no, I had the clearance, I'm going in now. I don't care what you say, I'm going in. And then another pilot called him you know what I mean. And yeah, the pilot was a bit rude, or the VFR pilot, and other pilots insulted him on the same frequency because he was that rude. And yeah. normally you have to be polite on the frequency, especially if you get into a problem. But insulting someone is also not nice. And the logic, like, oh, I got my clearance, I'm going in, no, I don't care what you say, is also wrong. JFK is my home airport, so I love to hear stories about it. Then I guess you also know, how is this guy called again? Kennedy Steve, or a guy, he was always in the control tower, and he also met Captain Joe. His favorite plane is 757-300. Kennedy Steve, yes. It must be him. Kennedy Steve, correct. I guess, well, I already suggested to ask him to vet some, then I guess JFK might be overloaded. Captain Chet, don't you fly the Max, the 77 Max? Guess you told me sometime. Fly the 77 Max 9, but I don't know if it was you or someone else. I don't feel much. I was banned for no reason. I fly only Boeing. Last year I was spent on that for 3 months. It felt like a knife gets rammed into your body. I was looking forward to nice summer holidays, 6 weeks off, and unfortunately I was not behaving that well 1 week before the holiday began. So that the supervisor decided to suspend me from the network and for 1 month, and the Divisional Conflict Resolution Manager, the DCRM, decided to ban me 2 months more for some, for bad things, but also for things which did make sense, which I don't want to elaborate right now. It was quite bad, but I was able to visit 4 airports in my country. I guess it was a quite good alternative that I did that instead of flying. The 8 and 10. Yeah, but the 10 isn't out yet, but I guess the 10 is difficult to fly, but also cool. It's like the 75 replacement, the 757-200 replacement. I guess you have more seats than on the A321 with the cabin flex option. So the 77 Max 10 is quite a big one. I guess it's sufficient enough for JFK LAX. Yeah, I guess it should be pretty fine. If you have like not every seat is occupied, but like 75% with cargo and fuel, with reserve fuel, and all that should be fine. Yeah, I know about the test flight. Hello Arnaum, I hope you're fine. And 77 Max 10 also has a different different gear equipment, which presses the aircraft up during rotation, so that you do not get into a tail strike. But if you look like this, you just have to be very slow. Like you just don't need to go directly up to this one. You can simply be careful like this, and then slowly to this, and then this. You know what I mean? You don't have to go to 15 degrees directly or 10 degrees. Okay. I would be at 5 or 7.5 degrees until I'm sure I'm away from the ground, and then I could start to 10 or to 15 degrees. Ooh, Lufthansa 2222. These new planes are interesting. And I can tell you something about the A350. It might be nice for passengers, but it is definitely not nice for the cabin crew. Lufthansa thinks about letting the cabin crew sleep on economy seats, which is a shame, in my opinion. And the galley is too tight. The galley is too small, too tight. Not enough room to prepare food properly. Yeah, that's why the 777X is just the best wide body in the world. Followed by the A340-600. Now you wrote me on that. At the 50 is fine, yes, it's nice. Usually on the outside, inside it's not so nice. Oh yes. And a lot of new airlines, like not new airlines, but for example Virgin Atlantic. The new business class is complete trash. They configure the business class so that you are not able to see through the window. You are sitting on the opposite side of the window, and you are not even able to have a look through the window, because in front of or next to the window there is your business class seat, which does not allow you to look next to it. Yeah, you are Lufthansa 2222 Toulouse. Normally this is the call center for Toulouse. Yeah, of course, Lufthansa needs to work on the product. They should also think about buying A350-1000 if they would like to replace the A340. But I would also be very happy if Lufthansa could, or if Lufthansa would also order 787-8 and 10. But it's a great opportunity. It's a great thing that they bought 787 next to the 777X, as both planes share one type rating, which is great. It is absolutely amazing, and that's what I also want to do in the future. I would like to fly 777X and 787 together. That would be my dream. There is no need for the 1000. Yeah, but why would you like to replace a bigger aircraft with a way smaller aircraft? The A340-600 is way bigger than the A350-900. And now think, why did Virgin Atlantic replace the A340-600 with the A350-1000? Exactly, because it makes sense to do like this. More global, looks like we are cruising. Yeah, but I guess I need to speed up a bit. I would like to be there when the sunset is starting, and not when it's bright early. It's 0.84 also. No, 0.84 is too much. Okay, 0.83 should be fine, and then yeah, they are getting the 777X and 787, and you don't have to have a different type rating for the 777X or the Dreamliner. You can fly both. You can fly the Dreamliner and the 777X with just one type rating together, like the A330 and the A350. It's also the same. Or the A300 and the A310, it's also the same. But A330 and A340 is still different. They replaced it because they think the new is better. That's not true. Yeah. And what Boeing made with the 75 and 767 was quite rare. 757 pilots are allowed to fly the 767 without an additional type rating. The crazy thing about that is the 757 is a single airplane and the 767 is a twin airplane. What makes it that cool? When you compare the A330 and A340 now, the A330 has 2 engines, the A340 has 4 engines, and that's why it's different. Okay, let's take a look into the cabin. Let's do cabin tour. There we are. multiplied by 6, 120, 162 plus 20, we have 482 seats. Okay. And here's the big galley. Even the galley is bigger than on the A321. Now, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 laboratories for 162 passengers. It's okay. Have you got the Concorde for X-plane? I don't have it myself, but it seems pretty cool to fly. No, I don't have that much money to buy it as well. Now you need to pay because you you advertise your channel on mine. But no, it's fine. It's okay. I'm not that much into flying the Concorde. I don't know why, but it's just like this. We're always happy for a donation. Doesn't have to. Look how thick the door is. There. It's pure metal. And you want to hit against it, no, forget it. There. You sound nothing. All good. So we are on Mach 2. Arrival. Okay, so 422 local, that's in 5 hours and 22 minutes. Be careful not that I sleep, not that I fall into sleep, and the Batsim controllers noticing it. And Anom, if you're still there, just in case. Normally the A350 belongs to Munich, so all A350 pilots have to go to Frankfurt all the time because they are not flying from Munich. I'll be back in a minute.
Da wir aber trotzdem eine wunderbare Turbulenzen gehabt haben können, empfehle ich
Zero control. Shit. I thought I can chill out a bit, but now I have to put you on control. Problem too far to be. Zero control, good evening. Condor 5344, Flight 310 He's out with you.
Condor 5344, you I can provide a direct London Alpha Romeo Tango Alpha Tango.
Condor 5344 proceeding direct to Alpha Romeo Tango Alpha Tango. Hello, I'm back. Great. You came to the. You are completely right. You came to the right time. Your control wanted that I protect him. Under your controls, etc.
Control is the atmosphere inside back so we can take good evening flight to 661 naked.
What there is, I don't like my
Altitude of flight, Texas, number 8, closing.
Captain, maybe you can help me. So there is one procedure on the 77 which I still cannot really understand. So, for example, when you fly go around, do you press the N1 button or do you press the toga button on the thrust? What do you do? Do you press N1 or the toga button on the thrust? Button on the thrust wheel. Okay. I always thought that N1 does the same. But the 767, pretty sure because that's what the engines speak. Okay. For example, on the 75 and 76, you don't have a toga button on the thrust wheel. You just have THR for thrust. We have 788 pilots and 58 ATC stations. Hello Dylan, thanks for your visit. Tracking units. Yes, I'm also doing that on my phone, but it's a shame that they removed that. There's so many clients, but that was always trustworthy. So I would say that's that looks great. Yeah. And also on the 7.5 you have 2 additional jump seats. The 737 it's a bit tight. Normally you have 1 extractable jump seat on the 737. And when you really need an additional one, then you put one there on the 737 and you have the extractable one. You get it out of the latch and then you can, it's directly behind the door. Is your home airport Beirut? No. Olva is Beirut. I really like the airport because I've been there twice and I'm also controller with Dylan. My real home airport is Düsseldorf, Echo Delta Delta Lima or Echo Delta Delta Golf. Münster is but I really like Oscar Lima Bravo Alpha as an airport. The runway layout is really nice. That's what I like. I fly very often from and to Beirut. I will fly to Beirut in a few weeks. So flights, of course. I wish I could come back to Beirut real life as well, but unfortunately due to the corona pandemic again, I'm not able to come this year. It's a shame, but then next year. Either way.
Control West Ewing 270 for requesting descent. Ewing 734 descent initially planning 230 up 240. Descent initially 230 reported passing 240 Ewing 274.
Yeah, I mean it's got better, but the people in Lebanon still do not understand that Corona is not for fun. Sometimes I just think they do not take it seriously. I know a lot of people also take it seriously, but there are too many who think when there are just 100 people less affected that they can go to a party again or to meet 1,000 other people, which is not. I noticed you don't play anything like music during the flights. Why is that? You could turn engine sound so it keeps the beds moving. Okay, I can do that. The case with the music is that I don't want to get a copyright claim. I got that in the past. That should be better. I have some music stuff here, but when I play it, then I get a copyright claim. Let me try. When you have a solution, then you can. Yeah, I need to check maybe next time. The problem is, on Spotify for example, there are also no copyright sounds or no copyright songs, but some of them were copyrighted later on because it got so fame. For example, the song Fame, or no, Faded for example. It was a non-copyright track for everyone to use, and then it got so much fame that the producers thought, oh, okay, we will claim it, and then they claimed it and earned money. It is a plugin which it's 3G cabin sounds, and you could basically put everything into it. You just have to go into the code and change the color, or where it should be. For example, pushback delay. Let me check.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, looks like I spoke too soon and really a bit delayed departing the gate. It should only be a few minutes. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, looks like I spoke too soon and really a bit delayed departing the gate. It should only be a few minutes, however. Thank you.
Yeah, I also need money. I got Streamlabs for donations, but as I said, I'm not just swimming for the money. I want to have fun, but I also thought, why not getting Streamlabs in order to probably or to maybe get something back from your investments? And I invested a lot of money for my PC, for the setup, and for my new camera. I will be plane spotting next week. I will go to Hanover, to Berlin, thereafter to Hamburg, thereafter to Amsterdam, Schiphol, then Hamburg, and then Frankfurt. And I guess Amsterdam and Frankfurt will be the best ones, because there will be a lot of heavies, hopefully. But there is one issue. I always have to do videos, and photos are not enough, so I need to make videos instead of photos. Although photos are sometimes better than videos, but I need to decide depending on the situation, I guess. Then you also have like turbulence.
From the flight deck, looks like we may experience some rough air ahead, so I'm going to switch on the seatbelt sign. Everyone should return to their seats and fasten their seatbelts at this time. Thank you.
Oh, plane spotting, what about a face cam? No. I will not I'm not planning to swim with the face cam. I'm too tired. I'm always too tired and too exhausted after work to do plane spotting. Sorry, not to do plane spotting. Also, but no, I don't want to use webcam. But you can add some of, or you can, for example, if you record your voice on the phone with a passenger announcement, then you can also put that in. But it's a bit tricky, you have to be a bit careful. So is there a next 2:22? It's 4:22 a.m. local. Shit. $4:22 a.m. I will be back in 2 minutes.
Control East, good evening. Speedbird 401 with you on flight level 340.
Speedbird 401, your control East, very good evening. Identified, what's your final level today?
Final destination Heathrow Airport. Speedbird 401.
Negative, what's your final level? Is it 340?
Yes, 340, Speedbird 401.
401, no problem. Recycle squawk 0205.
0205, Speedbird 401.
Seabird 401, squawk mode Charlie, please.
Say again, Seabird 401.
Seabird 401, squawk mode Charlie, please.
Squawk mode Charlie, Seabird 401.
I'm back. So, Captain, maybe you could tell me what do you do during night flights in order to stay awake? Like when you have a flight from, how can I tell that? You are 6 hours behind me. So it's 5 p.m. 5 and 5, no, half past 5. Now imagine you need to have a flight at at 2 Zulu 0200 Zulu from JFK to LA, and it's a night flight. What are you doing in order to stay awake, except for drinking coffee? Thing is, I do not stay awake. I go to sleep, but I type my remarks. I will not be in the flight deck this entire time. No, I mean in real life. You are, I mean in real life, as a pilot, what are you doing? Are you just sitting there doing controlled rest, or trying to stay awake with other stuff, like energy drink?
When ready. You're exactly on time. Perfect.
When do I need to climb? Oh yeah, okay, I still have some time to find the wall.
You're wing 7 Uniform Gold. You are leaving my airspace. Uniform for you wanted to definitely have a great weekend of it.
No, excellent.
Tschüss.
Wizard 477, go east.
Wizard 477, you control it, go ahead.
Can I have a hearing check, please?
Wizard 477, no problem. Your heading now is 80, 7.
477, thank you. I'm getting blown out little, so there is a storm beneath me, sorry.
Wizard 477, no problem if you need to head it. Yes. And the weather, just let me know.
Well managed, thank you. Wizard 477.
American Airlines 1 week. Speedbird 401, you'll stay in my airspace is quite short. You can now switch to the comfort to destination. Yeah. Switching to 122.8, thank you very much. Speedbird 401. American 441, you will shortly leave my airspace. You can also switch to the comfort to destination. Around 862, route direct Indo, India, November, Delta, Oscar, Romeo. Direct Indo, arrive, around 862, you can switch to Budapest, Budapest approach on 118.250, bye-bye.
That's no problem. I got let me check
Again,
how
what are
it's called
And
in English.
Australian approach 118.
I am preparing for overnight flights and I'm quite tired, but I don't want to go to my bed because then I might sleep so long that I miss my destination.
Ukraine International Flight 5 also in Unicom P122 destination.
So I got a blanket. For my for the flight, and I'm sitting on my chair. Oh, what did the guy say?
Sir, I suggest turning on the fastened seatbelt sign.
Okay, seatbelt sign. And now I can chill out. I can do the controlled rest, like in real life as well. And Captain, I have one more question for you. You're flying the 737 MAX. I don't know how, I guess you're a captain, but I don't know how long you are in the business already. The aviation business. Or could you imagine to fly 777 one day, or to fly Dreamliner one day? For the big carriers like United, Delta, American Airlines. Would you like to fly the 777 or the 767-400, which is also very rare but a nice plane? Tell me. Captain, you Nah, you didn't joke on me, right? But come on, mate. You said you were a real pilot. That's bad. To joke. To joke like this.
Jet Travel 7003, you can switch to Unicom 1 to destination happiness.
Unicom 23, thank you very much for your service and have a great evening. Jet Travel 7003.
No, I never did. I meant I fly in the simulator with the... Ah. Shit. Yeah, but I... Okay, but I can remember I had one in the stream a few months ago. He told me he was a real 737 MAX pilot. For sure. A 737 MAX 9 pilot. I flew the MAX and then he told me he has to fly it in a few days in real life.
Which area is 9 Mike, say again?
Then I
Here with 9 Mag,
thought you were the guy. Guess I misunderstood.
9 Mike, therefore direct to 90.
Direct somebody, here with 9 Mag.
Must be confusing me for someone else. Yes. I've never been here. I only watch your streams when they are done because of the time difference. No problem, Captain. All fine. No problem. All good. Would you say, Captain, the 737-600 was a failure? Because it is so damn short. Would you say it's a failure? The 737-600? again. The 600 started new things like the new schools. Yes. Correct. Honestly, it's very weird. I don't think they needed to make it. It's like the A380. It's also it's very weird. Not very good for an airline.
SF 75 Papa Bravo, say again.
Frequency 7.
SF 75 Papa Bravo, okay, that's the last one. Descend, flight level 240, report passing 250.
240 and 250, I will call which standard stop.
The A380 was made for money. They wanted to compete with Boeing 747 because of the double deals. Correct, but it came too late, the A380, and Boeing made a nice move with developing the Dreamliner instead. It was a great move. Do you use head shake? If so, what are your settings? I don't know, I can show you the settings later. Well, now it gets warm. The blanket, it's summer and I'm using a blanket. Unbelievable. It's 91 degrees here, I still use the blanket and the air conditioner.
Engineer 9, Mike, did you recall
91. You mean degrees Fahrenheit?
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Not degrees Celsius. 91, then you are boiling. 1 minute. I'm back. If it was Celsius, I would be dead. Yeah, correct. Wait, let me Google. That's 91 Celsius. Nee, ist fair. I just found out changing the seating position is also a great way
Yeah, 75 Papa Bravo, switch Unicorn to destination.
stay awake.
Yeah.
91 Grad Fahrenheit in Celsius. Yo, okay, 32.
75 Papa Bravo, Unicorn to destination.
That's quite a lot. Just confirm that it was for Condor 5344.
Condor 5344 negative.
Okay, Roger.
Condor 5344, you with me for another almost 300 miles, so relax.
Okay, Roger.
Zero Control 8, taking intelligence 8 passengers landing from Frankfurt.
Wings 800, Wings 800, Euro Control East, good evening, set squawk 0210.
Scorpion 0210.
Wings 800, identified, climb, flight level 360.
What did ATC say? I still have 300 nautical miles to go with them, so I should relax. I thought he set my course.
Hearing 5 Uniform X-ray, you control east, leaving set squawk 021.
So 0211 at box for Hearings 5 Uniform.
Hearing 5 Uniform X-ray identified with direct petrol.
Direct to Petrol Uniform X-ray. Hearings 5 Uniform X-ray, just request. Do you have a city also?
Hearing 5 Uniform X-ray, city is not today.
5 requesting.
Yeah, it's quite turbulent.
Meine sehr verehrten Damen und Herren, hier spricht Ihr Flugkapitän. Da wir wohl in etwas unruhige Turbulenzen geraten werden, habe ich die Anschnallzeichen aktiviert. Bitte begeben Sie sich umgehend zu Ihrem Sitzplatz und schnallen Sie sich an. Vielen Dank. From the flight deck, looks like we may experience some rough air ahead, so I'm going to switch on the seatbelt sign. Everyone should return to their seats and fasten their seatbelts at this time. Thank you.
KLM 461, you this is my airspace in Unicom for you want to do that bye-bye. Great, thanks for that, good night.
Still like 3 hours to go. Let me check. Oh yeah, we have quite a lot of turbulence. There. Step. Elrob, there is blue cards there. Like we need 6 or 5.5 hours. Sharjah is somewhere over there, so yes, we need to find it. So in case I have to change to
previously
Nikom,
identified.
I will take a nap with my blanket on my chair. I don't know if that works or not. It might be a bit uncomfortable, but it's better than nothing. But for example, the A350 is quite nice when it comes to comfort. So first you're able to adjust your seat like in your car. You can sleep on the seat in the cockpit, and you can sleep in the controlled rest crew compartment. But again, the A350 is made for long runs, so
approaching to descent from 5 miles away. Be advised, we have a fuel break.
With Air 477 Roger, descend initially by level 230, report passing 240.
Says flight level 230, report flight level 50.
ja, Global, also wenn es geht, dann auf meinem Stuhl pennen, ja. Aber ich glaube, wenn ich jetzt ins Bett gehen würde, würde ich direkt 7 Stunden oder so schlafen, dann kann ich meinen Flug vergessen. So meine ich das. Und jetzt auf dem Schule ist halt ein bisschen ungemütlicher. Macht die schneller wach, das ist gut. Wenn ich jetzt wieder aufs Bett gehen würde, würde ich alles verpacken. Wecker stellen. Nee, das klappt nicht. Nicht bei so einer Zeit, du willst in Ruhe pennen, nicht für den Wecker um 12 Uhr so verrückt werden. Morgen ist hier ein Event, also Dubai lassen. Das regnet seit 2 Wochen durch, Alter. Krass.
Delta 7332, your control is good evening. Set squawk 0213 and climb initially planable 330.
Climb 00103. Delta
Endlich finde ich mal nicht auf Wetzel und Bands.
negative 0213.
Wenn ich so mal 4
001.
So, reaching Turkey.
Delta 7332.